Welcome to AQUA Spectacular 2010. For our sprint track, we start off with light, easy jog, and then we take it up into a sprint, and we've got intervals of 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds of sprint. So then you'll be taking the sprint into a power hop. You need to use a ladder or a frame. You're going to be lifting one knee up and the other knee comes up to meet this knee. We start off nice and easy and then we lift up the intensity so that you're really working the heart rate. So one knee comes up, you're bringing it up. Squeezing the core in. Here we're working the arms are pressing down. That's your first arm option. Second arm option, you're bringing the arms up, knee is still up. Bringing the other knee up to meet the knee and you're bouncing. Arms are up and you're tucking. Taking it up nice and high, knees are coming up. Exhaling as your knees come in. Athletic participants, we're taking the tuck jump straight into a loop jump. Arms come up and jumping round one way, then you take it back round the other way. Knees are coming right up the chest as you spin up.
Star jump routine. So starting with hands on hips, working the feet apart together, and you've got low impact version or you've got plyometric high vertical jump. You start with the low impact where shoulders are in the water, knees advance, perfect posture, work the arms in and out as well as the legs, making sure the thighs are coming together. Then you can take that up into a double tap. You can keep the hands going out wide, make sure the knees and the thighs are coming together, squeezing through the abdominals and the inner thigh. Place the feet out wide. You can also push heels down to the ground. Another variation is to start with the feet together and push out wide to a big stretch. Pointing the toes out, digging in with the heels, or you can go up, double feet, lift. Then we're just preparing for some vertical jumping, so we might start with low impact and then we can go into the high. Variations of that could be feet wide apart, click the heels, and we're going up, strong action, lifting up, straight legs, always bringing the thighs together. Another variation, feet together, you can push out wide, big strong action, push through. Another variation is to hold one leg up, and the leg on the floor is lifting to touch the other leg, clicking on one side, and again doing the same on the other side, clicking up.
For a punch kick routine, you start with punching arms, then we're going to take the legs and same arm, same leg, punching forward, pressing back through the heels, squeezing the abs in nice and tight, moving it straight into a double arm, then we're going to start to take it across the body. Single arm first, single arm, press out through the heels, then make that a double arm, double arm, double arm. You can start to hop this as well. Take it up nice and high, press out through the heels. Same routine, start with scooping. Squeeze the abdominals in, chest is up, shoulders are back. Then same arm, same leg, digging down nice and deep. The deeper you go, the more resistance you have. We're taking this one across as well. Take it across single arm, pressing out, and again you can add a jump and dig down nice and deep. Same movement, double arms to the side, and again, lifting up. And then finally, you can bring the arms out nice and wide and you're taking it across, keep the arms locked, pressing it across. And then we're adding some intensity, lifting it up nice and high, pressing out through the heels.
Okay. Sumo sidekick is something that I haven't heard before other instructors do, but I really find that my participants enjoy. So with the dumbbells out wide, you can do it with or without dumbbells. You're going to kick the left foot across to the right dumbbell, which is nothing new. But after you do so, then you're going to take the leg all the way up and stomp down like a sumo wrestler. You're going to kick up, lift the foot up like a karate martial arts expert, lift up and stomp, lift up and stomp. Now it's a really slow moving exercise unless you ask your participants to stop doing it one at a time and you can jump it up. But it really requires a lot of strength through your middle to make sure that you get that rounded action and you're recruiting all the muscles down through your sides, push down. with power, push and get wider and wider and wider, working hard to keep the bells and the hands out wide. Okay. So cross-country, traditional, old, faithful cross-country working. But we're going to vary it up by working one dumbbell only. So again, asymmetrical exercise, so you're locking down, really recruiting all your core muscles to pull through. The imbalance of the dumbbell will really challenge participants to work straight lines with the arms and the legs. So you really want to make sure that they're working straight lines, rather than letting the hips move around, forwards, backwards, twisting, shoulders moving. Keep straight lines with the shoulders, straight lines with the hips, facing the front and working strong. Make sure you work both sides with that, and you can also take that into a suspended position, which is going to be really challenging. So you've got to make sure your technique is perfect with the feet on the ground, so that when you take the feet off the ground, those straight lines remain. Core strength recruitment is really working hard. Those muscles are working hard to keep the hips and shoulders in line. Okay, next, double feet lift routine. So you're lifting both feet up, sculling through with the hands, taking the shoulders back, lifting the hips. There's a slight bend in the knee, trying to get toes out of the water. So you want participants to look at their toes as they come out of the water. You want to see all 10 toes out of the water. Now, a variation with that is to grab one dumbbell only. You can do it with 2 bells, but to make it an asymmetrical exercise, so you're challenging on one side harder than the other, pull through with 1 bell only. Similar exercise. Strong, and make sure you obviously change sides. So you're working the other side also. Remind participants that the empty hand works hard through the water to keep the body in position and aligned. You want straight arms, and you want to move through with straight arms and lift. Don't let the hips move. Now another variation is to lift the legs, hand over. So you're going to have to hold and contract through the abdominals during the handover stage. Lift the toes up strong and hold. Lift the toes up, hand over. Push through. Now included to combine in the double feet lift is, while you've got the toes up, you can scull forward for a few strokes, go back down, lift up, scull backwards for a few strokes. So that's just to work that exercise a little bit longer and get the workout through the abdominals. Lift up, scull backwards, lift up, scull forward. Another routine that you can work with 1 dumbbell. We'll start off with a low jog. So that all the arm variations of that low jogging. Perfect posture, lifting the knees up, pushing the heels down. You can scoop in, throwing the legs down to stay in time with the arms. You can scoop out, thumbs down, digging across like a single breaststroke. And then you can cross the hands on the chest, pushing the heels down, picking up the speed through the legs, but making sure the posture is perfect. Very long torso, stretch out the spine. From there, you can work the toes up, with or without arms, so you can work opposite, or you can work without arms. And then double feet lift. You can push hands down through the center, lifting both feet. Now to make this exercise an asymmetrical exercise, so you're working a little bit harder, you can hand over under one leg with the belt, lifting the toes up. So every time you're turning the torso, look at your toes that are lifting. Look at the toes, look at the toes. You can take this into what I call roller coaster, to hold the legs up, slight bend in the knees, and you're pushing down, and you're sliding back after the handover, forward, opposite shoulder to knee during handover, slide back, forward, slide back, forward, slide back, forward, and then you can take that into bandage. So it's like you're wrapping a bandage around your thigh and knee, crunch, crunch, crunch on handover, and then of course you'll do the same, and you can vary that up by going in the other direction. So holding the knees up side by side and wrapping the bandage around in one direction and then unwrapping the bandage.